Hello everybody, welcome to Wide Family Farm. Welcome back to the channel. I am going to be doing a garden tour. This is really the tour where you're going to see a lot of things way different than the last tour. So let's go ahead, we'll take a closer look at everything. Look at this, my petunia is already bloomed. I got buds on them. This is my bed that my husband made for my birthday. And my rose bush is doing great. It's already starting to climb, and I've weaved it already in between here. And I got some blooms on it, or blossoms. So I can't wait to actually see what this is gonna look like. I think it's red. So that's pretty cool. My alyssum is starting to come up in this bed, but I didn't sprinkle a whole lot. So I got a little bit here and there. And then come over here to this side. I didn't put a rose bush on this side. I wanted to even it out, but it just depends on how big that thing's gonna get. I might just put like a regular standing rose bush over here. But I got marigolds, and my zinnias are starting to do something. And then in here I transplanted my black Nigerian hollyhock. This, all you see here is alyssum. This is just cheap dollar store alyssum I got from Dollar General, and I thought it would look really cute in this bed. And these are miniature coxcomb. So nothing is, I got buds on things, but nothing has really bloomed as of yet. Okay, so let's talk herb bed. I've got so many herbs I don't even know what to do with them right now at this moment, but I got this brand new herb bed over here, and I planted a lot of things in it. Soil makes all the difference, guys. So if you can go and purchase really good soil for your raised beds, do it. Because you can tell a huge difference between the beds that we didn't have to amend and the beds we didn't amend. I mean, I did amend it to a certain extent. I did put fertilizer on it, but next year, for sure, it's gonna be rabbit poop all over. So let's take a closer look at the herb bed. And it doesn't look, in the video, it doesn't look like anything has grown up, but it's growing up pretty big. Over here, I have the Italian parsley. I have some chamomile. My rosemary is actually doing really good in here, which I'm really surprised. I have some calendula planted along back here. I have a couple more sprigs of creeping thyme, and I'm totally going to put the along in here. This is lovage. And yeah, so it looks like my nasturtium here doesn't look so good, but it has a flower head to it. So I don't really know what's going on. It's probably just transplant shock. Because I transplanted it, and they don't like to be transplanted. So it's probably gonna go through a little bit of a shock. This is basil. I got some lettuce leaf basil, some opal basil. This is just regular oregano. I'm gonna dry that out for the chickens for the winter. And then right in here, you barely see it, but I planted lots of green onions, and I absolutely love those. And I need to get in here and pick some weeds, because that's a weed. I can see it already. But this is my herb bed. Let's go to herb bed number 2. See the difference? Yeah, this soil is amazing, and my herbs are thriving in here. They're doing great. I'm having a bug problem, in case you guys haven't noticed. Usually right here, you see it, the little teeny bugs, those are flea beetles, and I'm having an issue with them. So we may have to spray. I have some basil in here. This is that spicy hot oregano that I've been selling, and this is all gonna be chopped down, not taken out, because when you do an herb, you don't take it out, you always leave some extra. So I'm gonna be harvesting that. This is cilantro here, 2nd year, and I'm letting it go to seed on purpose. Chives, and I planted, this is a volunteer dill sprig, but I planted some more dill, and you can see it how, oh, sorry, my finger, but you can see how it's already starting to pop up. Dill doesn't take very long, so there is really no need to actually put it in a pot to get it started. I have some cilantro over here that's starting to go to seed as well, so it looks like I'm going to have to chop some of that down. My borage is getting ready to bloom, and I have in between here, you can kind of see I have some basil. That's why I need to chop down some of these herbs, because the basil is not getting any sunlight. I got some more basil over here, and like I said, flea beetles are getting a hold of it. And that's pretty much all I have in this bed. This is lemon balm, which is really good tea. So I plan on harvesting that for tea. And I have some good ideas about how to harvest that. I don't want to run my dehumidifier, and there's a reason for that. I think last year it took me 2 days or something like that to dry out my herbs. It was ridiculous. So this year I got a new method. So I can't wait to show you guys. Let's go over here. I'm gonna go to, these are my zinnias. I mean, I like showing them on camera, it's great, but I mean, how many times in a row can you see these zinnias? These are the Cupid mix from Baker Creek. They're supposed to be pink, and I cannot wait for these all to bloom because they're gonna look. This is our onions, and they're doing fabulous. A little bit of yellow, but we had rain over the past couple of weeks, or 2 days actually, and 2 days ago, and it was just nonstop, and it was kind of cold, so they're gonna be a little yellow, but next couple weeks no rain at all, and then we're gonna have really hot weather, so they might jump up a little bit here. I don't know if you guys remember, but about a month ago I was out here planting stuff, and I did a live. So this is all the stuff that I planted. That's borage that I transplanted, and it's doing great. But this is really awesome for me because this is all carrots. Back here is the Black Nebula carrots. I have the China Rose radishes in here. China Rose. I have salsify in here, and now I can't remember which one was salsify. But I have salsify in here. I also have beets. So we're doing that. And then over here I have another row of carrots. We're going to have carrots, a lot of carrots this year. This is kale that I got from Patty over the Tinker's Wife. And this is all kale here. So pretty soon I'll be eating that. I talked about in my live the other night about this mildew I got on my zucchini plants. You can use any milk to take that off, so I am going to do that and experiment a little bit and see if pouring milk over top of that will take that mildew off. These are brand new plants. They didn't have any mildew to begin with, so I don't really know what's going on there, but I don't want it to spread anywhere else, so I got to take care of that. And there's another one. These are not regular zucchini. These are the little round head zucchini. And it's called Denise. And you're supposed to be able to stuff them. So that's exciting. These are sugar pie pumpkins. And I can't wait to get some pumpkins from them. And we only planted 2 in this bed. Another reason why we don't have a whole lot of bed space, even though it looks like we do, you can see, but we planted plants that take a whole lot. And so pumpkins and squashes and zucchinis and stuff like that, they take a whole lot. So, yeah, it's what it is. So we didn't have a whole lot of bed space for that. Peppers are doing great. And our tomato that's in the hay bale is also doing great. Here is a row of marigolds that's doing great. I just transplanted this nasturtium. Nasturtium does not like to be transplanted, and I knew that. But I wanted to test it out this year. So I got that. It's holding on for dear life. So we'll see how that's gonna go. I planted these. These are dragon tongue bush beans, and I got a whole row of them. If you want a bean that's reliable, this bean is reliable. These are all celery. Over here, more peppers. We have jalapenos, cayenne, and then we have some hot peppers over here. This is the red butla, that is the chocolate butla, and then this is a chocolate ghost pepper. So we got some hot peppers, and there's a reason for that, and we'll talk about that later. Over here and is my strawberry patch, and my strawberries have actually gotten huge compared to what they were in the beginning. I'm not saying that they're big by all means, but they are growing up, so that's pretty cool. My husband bought me a couple of strawberry plants, and they are already have strawberries on them. You can see here, pretty cool. And then I got some down here as well. So this is cool. Okay, so showed you the primary beds over here and what we got going on. And we needed good soil, but you have to do what you can do as far as cost is concerned. So we got an okay soil, but it's gonna take some time to amend those beds and make it to what you want. Let me show you our other beds and how good they're doing. I have this plant. This is a toothache plant, and I totally forgot that I even started this. So I put it in a pot real quick. It's already starting to bloom or get heads on it, and I can't wait. I'm going to make a tincture out of that this year. That was the whole point of me starting that toothache plant. So I can't wait. I planted it last year, and I saved some of the heads from it, but this year I'm gonna be making a tincture. And over here is the crazy bed, right? You guys remember when I planted this? I did a whole thing on it. Yeah, we've got radishes here. I got rocky top lettuce here. This is Swiss chard, and this is the hot pink Swiss chard, and it's taking off wonderfully. My carrots are also doing really good, so that's pretty cool. I got a succession of carrots going on over here. This is petunias. Now I did start those from seed, and in the center I have that alyssum, but look at that petunia, so cool. I'm so excited that they're blooming. It's more Brussels sprouts over here. And these are little individual heads. This is that Tom Thumb lettuce, and we actually like it. So we might plant more of that in the fall. I got a lot of that. This is a second year carrot we're just letting go. And this is nasturtium. It's doing really good over here in this bed versus those beds. Yeah, it's from the same plants, from the same flat. So I'm just thinking it's that soil over there. So we may have to fertilize over there, and that's okay. We already ate some kind of spinach, but you can tell that it's already starting to bolt. This is another raised bed we had all the bok choy in, and we pulled it out. We decided to pull it out. We needed more space. I wanted to let it go to seed, but you can't always let things just go to seed. So we planted the butternut squash in these beds, and we only planted 2 at a distance. So we'll see how that's gonna work out. I hope it's a really good type of squash. This here is for the carrot challenge. So if you are part of the carrot challenge still, and you're still doing carrots, this is a part of the carrot challenge. And I will hashtag that in this tour video, but this is my husband's, and he will probably make a video on it as well. We have thousands of raspberries and raspberry bushes here. You can see along the back here, and I'm gonna go in a little further. It's getting a lot of bee activity, which is cool, and I'm not just talking about honeybees. There's wasps in here. It's so cool. So but yeah, we got raspberries galore over here. And I cannot wait. I'll probably be making some raspberry jams and stuff like that out of it. I just weed whacked in here and I cut a lot of stuff back. It needed to be cut back. So I spent my time the other day doing that. This is an asparagus bed. And in this asparagus bed, I did plant asparagus, but I still have no signs of it. So I don't know what's going on. I do have some asparagus seeds, so eventually maybe if I don't have the asparagus pop up through here, I will plant some seeds. Over here we have some watermelon, and it doesn't look to be doing so hot. This is yellow doll, and we only planted 2 in this bed as well. Garlic that we've had since March. It's planted in here. Can't wait to harvest that if it's going to get any bigger. Did watch some videos. They said what to do if your garlic is turning yellow. And if it's turning yellow, it needs more water. So we got a ton of rain, and look, there's just absolutely no yellowness, hardly at all. So I think we need to just water this quite frequently so it doesn't turn yellow. And it really requires lots of water so the heads of garlic can get bigger. Many of you all know I planted peas, and it was in April, and they are now starting to get pods on them, and it's super exciting. I planted the variety Lincoln this year, and let's take a closer look. The flowers are not as beautiful as King Tut. But I do like them. They're pretty, but they're not as pretty as King Tut. Let's take a look. And these were the Lincoln peas, and they're starting to stretch up. They're going to get a little bit bigger. And I got some pea heads on them. And I'm going to let some of them, we ate young. You can eat them young. And then some of them I'm going to let get peas in them. Like that one, for instance. So we just need to get through here and pick some of these. And everything is looking so good. It's looking great. Got some dandelions amongst our peas. But here we got more peas as well. And it's looking great. Horehound over here is going to need cut back, and actually it's starting to go to seed, so I probably want to cut it back now. The seed, it's still soft, so I probably need to do that today. This is just a hodgepodge over here. This is ground cherries, and down there we did Armenian cucumbers. We've never done them in a row like this, but we ran out of some space. And the Armenian cucumbers get huge. So that's what we decided to do in this row. And the ground cherries are going to obviously do wonderful. Tomatoes in this garden. This is one row here. And then this is one row here. And Amish paste was the most. And then so on and so forth. And we have so many tomatoes. It's ridiculous. I cannot wait though to get those. Our potatoes are doing great. And then over here I have planted, you can see here a better picture. These are the Chinese noodle beans. And they're growing great. So if you want something that's going to grow fast, like radishes for kids and stuff like that, if they need something that's going to grow super fast, you definitely want the Chinese noodle beans. They grow super fast. These are Armenian cucumbers, and over here, this is the first time that I have planted Ashley cucumbers. So we'll see. I've never had an Ashley cucumber, but I think I picked it for a good reason, and I can't really remember what the reason was. So, but we planted Ashley cucumbers, and this is a little tomatoes love carrots idea. I planted the nasturtium next to the cucumbers. It's supposed to keep bugs away and stuff like that. These are our Zucca gourds. This is birdhouse gourd. And this is more nasturtium over here. We got over here, this is cantaloupe, savory cantaloupe. So we'll see how that's gonna go. My husband's like, what are we gonna do when it climbs up the trellis? We don't know, you know, so we'll see how that's gonna go. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the garden tour. Thanks for coming along with me. Don't forget we sell CBD products. I'll leave that link below. Also, we're doing membership, so if you want to join the Poop Troop, come along with us and join that. All you do is have to hit the join button. It ranges from 99 cents to $20 a month, depending on which one you pick. And yeah, you'll get private talks with me and other shout outs, stuff like that. Thanks for coming along with us again, guys. It's really appreciated. And we will see you all next video. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe to us.